Last night we went to Canton, Ohio, and we picked up KZ1000A basket case and a KZ1000 LTD. I think it's like a 77 or 78. Bike's got some really cool parts that came with it. I'm not sure what the swing arm is, but we're going to try to figure it out. Notice it's got the special lights on the bottom of it underneath the license plate bracket. And it has a Kirker oil cooler on it. That's a pretty hard to find item. I had not seen one in years. Tires dry rotted, and it looks like it's got a Suzuki rear wheel on it. I'm almost sure it's a Suzuki rear wheel. So if anybody out there is in the market for a Suzuki rear wheel, let me know. Looks like I got a Kawasaki rear axle. The motor is frozen, and we don't know why. Could be because it's really cold or whatever, we don't know. Now we're starting to pick up on a few things. I think it had Marani rear sets on it, and it was set up for this bike right here. So some things are starting to be explainable now. Got the twisted struts, which is unique. Now it's got a 77, 78 KZ1000A rear caliper on it, as well as the rear master cylinder, I believe. So we're gonna get this thing down and take a look at it a little bit more. And the main thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get it rolling today. So that's our project. We're gonna put a tire on it and see what's happening. Well, we hope you like this one. This is gonna be definitely a project. Looks like someone's cut the frame. So it looks like it's gonna be a project. What are we gonna buy next? I have no idea.
It'll fall.
Okay, as you can see, we have to hold it so it doesn't fall. However, we're gonna get a dolly underneath it and maybe try to move it on a dolly. We'll put the front tire on a dolly and get her to spin a little bit. All we really want to do is get it so we can move it around and see what's happening. We don't know why that motor's locked up. That's going to be a challenge. But we're going to call this Pitbull KZ1000 LTD because we went to go pick it up. The guy had two pit bulls and it was a cold night and it's all pit bulled up. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk about this swing arm. I don't really know what it is or what the deal is. I don't know if it's another manufacturer where someone modified it or if it's something special or whatever. We do know for sure. We believe it's a Suzuki rear wheel. It looks like one. So I think it's, I don't know if it's homemade or if it's something special, but it sure does look pretty cool. So we're going to peel all this stuff off. So we're going to be offering the swing arm with these struts. This is a KZ1000A, so we're going to be needing this. But if anybody out there needs this wheel, we think it's a Suzuki GS1000 or 1100 or something like that, most likely, let us know. So we're going to peel all the stuff off and put a swing arm on it so we can move it around and then kind of go from there. But we will be offering this swing arm for sale for sure. Okay, it's cold outside, so we pushed all the bikes in just now because they're going to go home. However, the Pitbull bike here, we got the swing arm off. So I got to do some figuring here. I'm not sure where we're at. But one thing I do know for sure is I believe this was a stock swing arm modified. I believe this is modified because the castings are the same right here as they are on like an LTD swing arm or something like that. So, and here's the stabilizer bar. So we're going to be offering the swing arm. So we just thought we'd show you that. Now, I also have a swing arm here that I thought was off of an LTD, which would fit on there. I've not tried it on there yet. But we believe this is a little bit wider swing arm. Now I don't know cows in the later 70s so much, but if I remember right, I think 77 had one bearing on the inside and 78 had two bearings on the inside. At least for the A model did. I don't know about the LTD too much. So we're going to find out about that. We'll let you know. But I'll figure this out tomorrow if this will work or not. Now, one thing I did notice also, though, is that the front of the swing arm has the grease fitting, and this was kept, you know, with a bolt here. So I don't know for sure where we're at, but except for the width, it appears to be very compatible, to say the least. Okay, thanks. Here's our Project Pitbull KZ1000 LTD. Right now, we've got a stock rear swing arm on it. As you saw, we took the big swing arm off. Got the stock bar. You got the stock brakes. We got the right axle, the right adjusters, the right brake caliper, the correct wheel, the rotor, and it's got the raised white letter tire. If you look right here, we just put the stock taillight assembly on it. We just put the stock rear fender on it. It's got all the wiring here. Now someone's started to cut on the frame, but they didn't. I don't think they got it all the way off. And they welded these brackets on here for these lights that they had on there, those little custom lights, what do you want to call them. Now the shocks are not stock. I don't know what the shocks are off of, but they did come with it. And you can see right here the welding here and the welding right here. So this is all salvageable, but it's just not perfect. And then you've got the wiring here. Wiring doesn't look too bad. It looks like the original harness. I can't guarantee it's a perfect harness, but it's there. We've got some more stuff here for it. Now, this is the tail section for it. Let the good times roll. So we're going to put that on it right here. So the frame is okay, it looks like, because this all fits. I mean, if you're going to restore the bike or something, you're going to want to make this all nice again. The motor does not turn over. We're going to see if we can get it to move a little bit. We don't know for sure. We're going to be missing a few parts here and there. But the frame still has the original decal. We're going to put stock KZ1000 LTD exhaust on it, which isn't too bad. Put a decent set of handlebars on it. Got the throttle and everything. So we're going to make it as complete as we can. It's a titled bike. The front rim's nice, the front rotors are nice, the front fender's nice, the tubes are nice. It does not have the correct headlight bucket on it or the bracket. We're going to make do with as much stuff as we can. And this meter here is busted out, as you can see. We do have a seat for it. We got an LTD seat for it. It's a reproduction seat. It's got a metal base. But we've got the seat for it. And coverage. And we have genuine side covers for it over here. This one's been patched. I don't know how bad it was, but someone patched it on the top and the bottom. But it structurally doesn't seem like it's bad because he didn't really interfere with the seam. So nobody knows. The left one is nice. Well, it looks like someone patched it. Right here, it had a little hairline crack here, and someone patched it. So we're going to be putting that on. These are still good covers to run on the road. We just wanted to bring them to your attention. So we'll probably be putting a good set of rubbers on there. Well, it depends if these are any good or not. The gas tank that goes with the motorcycle is off of a Z1. So it's not going to have the stock gas tank, but this is a Z1. Gas tank looks pretty good on the inside. So we're going to be putting that on there. Then it had some fancy case guards on it. So we're going to try to come up with the right mounts for it and everything. So we're going to try to come up with a few more parts here and there. And we'll probably be offering it as a basket case with a title, simply because we just don't have the time to to get it running and stuff at this point, maybe in a couple months or something, but right now it's beyond the question. Unless someone wanted to buy it, we would fix it for them. We could do that. We could customize to your needs if someone was interested in doing this. Okay, this is the pit bull rescue, and it's going to go to sleep tonight, and we'll get back to it on Tuesday. Good night. Okay, here's pit bull rescue. Okay, we got our top end on it. As you saw before, the number one cylinder was stuck. So we honed it out. We put the Kawasaki rings in it. It's still standard bore. Over here, you can see Kenny. We had one bad valve seat where the valve wasn't seating. So Kenny did cleaned up the seat and stuff. So this should be ready to go here. So we just thought we'd show you the progress. The tachometer drive was gooned. That was in it. As you can see right here, this is all gooned. That's where the cable goes on. The gear is okay, but the aluminum body is gooned. So we're gonna fix that. We're always fixing something on these. So now Kenny's gonna put the head back together. We're gonna adjust the valves, and we should be set and we'll hear a run later on today. Okay, thanks. As you can see, the bike's come a long way. We've got a different exhaust on it, decent shocks. We put a good brake pedal on it, new brake rod. It's all used brake stuff, but we got it to bleed out. It seems like it's going to work. So we got a little bit of air in there, but I think it's going to pump out here as we ride a little bit of air. Okay, we've got the chain adjusters on it as usual. The Kirker header is pretty cool. Decent tires. This is the main voyage, so we've got a long way to go on it still. But our main goal here today is to check the transmission. So Kenny's going to put a little more gas in it. And you can see we've got some new fasteners on it, especially where we had the motor apart. We put in different fasteners. Let the good times roll. Okay, as you can see here, we got a spaghetti bowl palace. Even though Kenny's Italian, he doesn't care for the spaghetti. So we're going to go and we're going to button up some wires here a little bit more and try to run her a little bit and see what's going on. Sounds like it's going to straighten out the more it warms up. Let the new rings break in and everything. Water sounds good. Ships like butter. second gear, that's for sure. Got 4 gears for sure. Driveway's kind of short to get all 5. That's all the gears. We've got a good motor, no broken fins. No smoke, doesn't leak oil. We haven't checked the charging system yet or anything, but that can be done tomorrow. Getting dark out here now. It's 4:30 already,
and cold.
And it's cold. So we're gonna get into it a little bit more. But boy, what a difference a couple days make, huh?
Absolutely.
What we wanted to do was we wanted to rescue the bike and make it so someone else could make it the bike that they wanted. So we got the brakes working, we got all the electrics working, we got the meters working. The front brake's a little on the soft side still. We should probably put a kit in it maybe in time, but it does pump up eventually. Calipers are moving. Replaced lots of gaskets. We went through the rear brake. We put some good parts on it. We changed the exhaust, changed the wheels. Put a different tank on it. These are the side covers and tail section that came with it. We changed the handlebars out. And when we got it, it had some hokey wiring. We did change the regulator rectifier, put a Rick's electric regular rectifier on it. It doesn't leak oil. It doesn't smoke. It's got new rings. Like I said, lots of new gaskets. We found a nice chain guard for it, and we kind of put a lot of good stuff on it. As you can see, there's no broken cylinder fins. It's actually a pretty good looking bike. This would probably be a good everyday rider for somebody, or this could be an excellent candidate to make a hot rod out of, or a cafe racer, whatever you chose to do. It needs a good cleanup still. We didn't really do any detailing on it, except for that putting good parts on it and everything. The only downfall that we have so far on it is where the starter mounts to the bottom engine case. One of the bolts was busted off, and we just didn't get to it. Outside of that, it's a pretty decent piece. So we're gonna try to fire it up, see what it sounds like. We got it on reserve. Choke is on. The motor is cold. Tachometer works. Turntables work. Lights are on. High, low. Rear brake on. Rear brake is on. Okay, the front brake switch does not work, but the rear brake switch does. Bike sounds nice. Got a Kirker header on it. It needs a restoration, but it would be a great project because you won't have to do any motor work to it. Got a nice sound to it. New oil, filter, everything. But the bike's pretty cool. Brake doesn't work there. Sounds working. Okay, the bike needs a little, you know, needs a little more attention, but it's a nice basic startup. The trip meters missing here from the Speedo. Nice Speedo wouldn't hurt. Not a perfect bike. Front brake probably wouldn't hurt to put a master cylinder kit in it. If you pump it up, it works pretty good. So you got to pump it a couple of times to make it really work perfect. But all in all, what a great project bike this would make somebody, or probably ride it as is for a long time to come. I wanted to show everything that's wrong with the bike first. So, number one, it's missing the trip meter on the speedometer, the little knob that goes there. We don't have the dome light or the dash lights working. These are not working. The doesn't have the original grips. The front master cylinder is weak. And it could use a kit. If you pump it a little bit, it works pretty good. We believe we got the air out of it. However, in a perfect world, if you had a rebuild kit or a new one on there, that would be a good thing. Now, this is the master cylinder that came with it, and now that we're thinking about it, I don't know if it's a 5/8 or just a standard one. I don't know for sure, but we'll try to address that. Hey, I'm Johnny from Johnny's Vintage Motorcycle. Well, we just completed the pit bull rescue. This was the real rescue. A few things we've done to it since the last video. All the dash lights work. We put a new harness in there. Everything works. Got a brand new master cylinder. Got a brand new master cylinder boot. Got a brand new brake line. All the turn signals work. We've got a new set of mirrors on it. One of the brake rotors was warped, so we replaced one of the front brake rotors. Got a nice set of side covers on it. And we put a new gas cap gasket in it. Once we filled it up, it was starting to leak a little bit when it was to the top, so we put a new gasket on to rectify that. It's got a Kirker competition header on it. And we put a different tail section on it. The paint's not perfect, but it doesn't have any holes in it or nothing like that. It's black and it kind of blends in. Now, I don't want to represent this bike as being a show bike or anything like that. It's not. We wound up putting a seat latch on it, the lock. It was missing that when I first got it. And we've got a genuine Kawasaki key that goes to it. So we're gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna take it for a little ride and show you how it runs. Now, one thing I don't know why, and I didn't notice this when I bought the bike, but on the title, it's a rebuilt salvage title. It does have the serial number on it. It is a matching number bike. It is what it is. But it says rebuilt salvage title. So we're taking for a test drive here. Show you how it runs up down the driveway here. Petcock's just a little stiff. I like to run them on reserve. Let's fire it up and see what it sounds like. Oop. Motor doesn't seem to smoke at all. It runs pretty good. Turn signals are working. Horn works. The lights are on. got the low. It's got a halogen bulb in the front, which is good. Bike sounds good, runs good, and these front brakes are really good. Smooth, no engine noise. So we'll take her for a ride. You can listen to her. Goes in the gear good. Brakes are excellent. Runs good. Nice and smooth. Couldn't ask for more. We're going to put some time on it, maybe a little jetting, I don't know yet, as it only has 5 miles on it. So we're going to take it and try it out, put some time on it. I'm contemplating another seat possibly, because I don't like the gap here. It's a gel seat. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe put a different seat on it, because when I get off it, it interferes with the side cover. So we're going to be selling it as is for right now, but I'm going to try to get a different seat on it in the meantime. Okay, well, thanks for looking at our stuff, and I hope you like it. And low-cost shipping available between here and Harpersville, New York, the weekend of June 15th for the Vintage Flat Track races. Thanks.